Well, let's look now at the rationale behind gun ownership in the United States. And we're joined by Craig Capitas, who's in Paris for us. Craig, for our viewers around the world who don't really understand why Americans are so connected to their guns, take us through it.
Historians call it the myth of American regeneration through violence. It's pervasive and it's powerful and it sells. And the best way to explain that is to run that video clip.
Killing that boy is a thing I regret having had to do, but if you push me any further ever, you or your brothers, I won't shoot one of you in the arm and hold my fire on the other. I won't chance it a second time.
Craig, that's a very interesting little clip there. Just explain a little bit more about that.
It's from the popular Western TV show Paladin from the late 50s and early 60s. And whether it's a Western or Han Solo blasting stormtroopers in Star Wars, Americans love their guns. There's over 60 million households in the United States that are armed. There's more than 300 million guns. There's a psychodynamic involved here that people who are not Americans I don't think will ever get. It is akin to the love affair that the British have with their royal family. It is ingrained. Now, of course, the Queen of England and the royal family don't go out killing anyone, but that is the dynamic at work, and it's underpinned by the Second Amendment.
Why is it we see such an outcry after each massacre, and yet the glorification in Hollywood of guns continues unabated?
Well, this is not going to be pretty, Matthew, but it has to do with kill ratio. The AR-15 is essentially a tinker toy gun. There are many other weapons out there available that can do equal damage or more damage. But when you assign a number of dead people to having been killed with a certain weapon, it does tend to put it in the news. I could give you an entire list of handguns that can hold up to 30 rounds that would do the same thing. American boys and girls, when we're brought up, we're taught two things early on: how to drive a car and a motorcycle, and how to fire a gun. And it all started with that cult peacemaker you saw in the Paladin clip. It is fun to shoot a gun. Should Americans be allowed to have guns? Personally, I think it's a serious problem. But the only way to solve it is to amend the Second Amendment. That's it. And if you do that, you have a real problem. You have more than 300 million firearms in the United States, so how are you going to confiscate those? It's going to lead to more problems.
And if we look at your T-shirt, that tells us all we need to know about their attitude. If you try to take people's guns, what would they say?
They would say, "Come and take it," which was the battle flag that flew over Gonzales, Texas on October 2nd, 1835, when a cannon that was given to the Texican settlers there was turned on the Mexicans. And the Mexicans who had given them the cannon to protect themselves from Comanchero Indians said, "We want the gun back." They made this flag, they sent it up the flagpole, and right now, this T-shirt and the flag is the biggest selling item in the Alamo gift shop in San Antonio, Texas.
Okay, there's our very own Dirty Harry, or Craig Capitas, as we like to call him, in Paris. Thank you.